What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, back again with another video, man. You guys already know we did Tokyo Revengers every Tuesday mornings, man. You already know, man. You guys already know. If you're new to the channel, well, now you know as well. Last chapter is crazy. Just more revelations after revelation, like chapter after chapter. Like, it's Tokyo Revengers been back in his bag. Wakui been back in his bag. I ain't gonna lie, he been back in his bag. Last chapter, so we come to find out that in that timeline, the first timeline, that the whole airplane incident, in that one, he was Mikey was playing with his airplane. He fell down the stairs and he got into a coma. He had I think he had messed up like his cerebrum and stuff like that, so he ended up being in a vegetated state and he couldn't really move or nothing. He couldn't really react to anything. I guess the only thing he could really do is like stare, blink, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, when you a lot of people that are in vegetative states, they basically are like paralyzed, but to the point where it's like they can't really barely even move a muscle, damn near, you know. So it's even more restricting, you know, when you can't move basically anything, pretty much, you know. But so we seen that, and we seen that at the end of the chapter, we seen that Shinshiro, he was riding Mikey like in the park. He was walking him in the park and stuff like that. So I'm just very excited to see what exactly or how exactly he even became a time leaper. I can obviously see right now that things were bad for Mikey specifically, so that's why he was trying to save his brother. But I just wonder how exactly he became a time leaper, you know. So I'm interested in getting to the next chapter. Let's start it right now. We on chapter 270, big 270 of Tokyo Revengers. Let's get into it right now. All right. So let's see, part 2 is Shinshiro's arc with Mikey's vegetative state. Shinshiro devotes himself to take care of his brother. Okay, that's pretty much what we were seeing in the last chapter, or at least something we're about to start seeing more of in this chapter, obviously. Hadichio is finally released. He's been in there for almost a year, right? Why do you give a fuck about someone like him? He used a damn katana to slash all of his friends. He's not right in the head. Damn. Don't say that, Baji. What the fuck? Interesting. Oh shit. Baji look different. They always look different though. Like, a lot of people always look different in different timelines, whether it's like the past, present, future. That's one thing that I loved about the series, that Wakui, he always made characters look different and fresh and shit. So it was always dope. I might do like a tier list video of like the people with the best designs, like overall. That'd be kind of cool. Interesting though. Hadichio is Sanju? Hold on, let me search up. I don't want to mix up anybody. Hadichio. Yeah, Sanzu, right? Sanzu. I just had to make sure. All right, yeah, Sanzu. Okay, of course he had the katana, obviously. I just had to make sure, all right? Anyway, Baji looking different and clean. He just attacked him because they were talking shit about Manjiro. Isn't that just how Hadichio is? That's interesting. So that kind of goes to show how much... Damn, that brings more context to Hadichio's character. Like, he's always, like... From like the last act, or just about the last act, we've seen that Sanzu was always, you know, like Mikey's right-hand man at that point in time, and he was always trying to make sure that everything was right for Mikey. He was doing all the dirty work, doing a whole bunch of shit. So maybe that's the reason why he was so like crazy and intense in that way. That's interesting. Okay. Because I was just thinking that he was just so obsessed, but it looks like he just really wanted to protect them, and that kind of carried over to other timelines. That's what I'm assuming. That's interesting though. And besides that, what are you doing? Not even going to school and just loitering around? Your mother must be worried. No, it's fine. There's nothing great about middle school anyway. I keep forgetting these motherfuckers in middle school looking like high schoolers and shit. Thank you for your care. Don't come back, all right? Hadichio. Shinshiro comes. Baji, yo. I love to see Baji back in the story because he was a great character. I know a lot of people liked his character. In general, he was dope. We didn't get too much of him, but we get to see him in flashbacks here and there. He's a dope character though, very dope. Takeyomi's still saying that he's on non-speaking terms with you or something like that. So in the end, I decided to come and pick you up instead. That aside, how's Mikey? Want to go see him? Oh fuck! I seen the second panel first. God damn. All right, Manjiro, it's been a year since you've seen Hadichio. Wow, this really good. Wow, look at his. I didn't even see his hands, man. Damn, man. Because, you know, when you're in a vegetative state, you can't move, so you can't exercise. You can't really eat as much. You're just eating through a tube and stuff like that. It's like you can't. Damn, that looks haunting right there. Damn. And seeing Hadichio's perspective, looking at him too, that's crazy, bro. So I see why he became so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes sense now. Sanzu's his craziness makes sense if it does carry over from this timeline. That makes more sense to me. They already said that he was always kind of a hothead, but it was more, you know, it got heightened to a crazy extent because of his boy's state, you know, his boy Mikey's state. Mikey, do you still remember me? It's me, Hadachio. Damn, he just looks damn near dead, man. He's worse than he was last year. That is not Mikey anymore. Shit, bro. I'm worried for Shinchiro. He puts on a tough face, but his gramps has passed away, and Emma ran away from home. Wow. God damn. Damn. So this kind of, wow, it really brings more context. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not when it comes to time, like travel and that kind of stuff. Because a lot of stories do it a little differently, or at least they started a little differently. But it's interesting because it seems like so much shit from this timeline literally just like stayed with these characters in other timelines. Like Sanzu, seeing how like crazy he is, how extreme he is with it, you know, when he's fighting and all that kind of shit. Like seeing that, you know, it looks like that kind of trait carried from that first timeline. Shinchiro being the big brother, being the leader and whatnot, like it seems like that's always carried over. And it seems like maybe he fixed the past, because when you think about it, when the whole Baji and Kazutora situation happened, when they was trying to steal the bike and they had killed him, he seemed like he was happy with his job and stuff like this. And this is around the time, or at least it should be like maybe a little bit before he actually became, he was the owner of the bike shop. So that's interesting if that's how that works when it comes to the time travel shit. Because like I said, I'm not an expert on it, so, you know. But that would be interesting right there. And then seeing how, what was I gonna say? Like Mikey too, the whole dark impulse things. It seemed like his life was always supposed to be just dark, like literally just dark. Damn, that's figuratively and literally, because like he's in a vegetative state. You could almost say like he is seeing darkness essentially, right? And then when he has the dark impulses, literally it's like he blacks out. He goes like into a trance, similar to how he is in a vegetative state. Both sides is kind of like a trance that he goes in. And then, you know, darkness on as a result for both. You feel me? That's crazy though. Damn. In order to get the qualifications to be a caregiver, he had to study while working in the hospital. I'm sure he doesn't even have time to sleep. His life is a total mess. But I think Mikey won't be around much longer. 1 month later, July 20th, Sano Manjiro passes away. Wow. So I'm really interested in how to see how Shinchiro, like, how did he change the, you know, like we already want to know how it happened for Takemichi, like how was he able to become a time leaper and all this stuff. But how did Shinchiro do it? Now I'm asking that question because it's like, what, you know? Damn, look at that panel, look at the flowers, and oh man, damn. I like how they made him look peaceful and not like, you know, because he was very skinny and stuff. I like how they made Wakui drew him to be like very peaceful and dead, you know, like not looking like unhealthily as he's dead, you know. I mean, I'm sure that yeah, I don't know. I was about to say, I guess, I mean, obviously, you know, when you prep a dead body in a funeral, obviously you gotta dress him up, make him look good and stuff like that. But like, I just like that Wakui drew him to almost like how he looked before the accident happened, you know. Just to, I just like that. All right, I didn't want it to look like he was like how he looked when he had initially died. You feel me? If that makes sense. And you see Shinchiro punching the wall. He is mad. He is punching holes into the wall, cracking them and shit. God damn, look at his face, man. Damn, look at all that resentment. That's a crazy panel right there. Like, you see all of that. Like, you can feel it. You can hear it. You like all of that. That shit crazy, man. In these 4 years, I've gotten involved in many shady businesses so I could help Manjiro in whatever he needed. I've done whatever therapies and even paid a lot for those suspicious religious groups. They're all liars. Maybe I should kill them all for deceiving me. Oh shit, now he's going into the darkness. He like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, I couldn't get no help. I know he's trying to cope with the situation. He's like, damn, like what, like, should I blame these people for taking my money and not doing anything about it? Or should I blame, you know, life in general, myself? Like, who should I blame and what should I direct my anger at? And that's a very human experience right there. Honestly speaking, I'm glad that Manjiro has passed. I was worried that you'd be first to die. That's a crazy thing to say, Wakaza. A very crazy thing to say. I don't know if he meant it in a certain way, I don't know. I don't know if he meant it in a way where it's like, I don't know. Actually, no, that don't make sense. Or I guess if he meant it like, he didn't want Mikey to not have somebody, have his big brother to take care of him and stuff like that, then okay, I can see if he meant that. But if he means just in terms of like, all right, let's get to business, start a gang, let's do our gang shit or something like that. Because, nah. And then the next page, he said, join my gang, Shin. With you, we'd be the top gang in the world. Right now, you're just rotting away. Anyway, let's go out drinking until the morning as a parting gift from Anjito. So I guess he didn't really mean it in a bad way, necessarily. I think it was just purely like him being, just saying like, yeah, I wouldn't want to see you die. And also have Mikey, not really have anybody because his grandfather's gone, Emma ran away, so. Drink up, it's my own bar. Bring more ladies here. I'm afraid there's a group that entered first. This dude, he peed on a sleeping old man under the tunnel and then kicked his ass. That's mean. I'm afraid there's a group that entered first. What group? Don't tell me it's the boys. I feel like it's the boys. Because this is a different timeline, so things are a little different because Mikey never got to meet like Draken in the way that he did, from what we've seen. And all the other members as well. So that might be them. They're occupying all the girls in the bar. Oh well, can't help it. Let's find another place, Shin. That old man had a weird ass face too. He said I can go back in time or some crazy shit. Holy shit, what the, oh man, okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's not the boys, because these are older people, obviously. But that's interesting. So this is how Shinshiro meets somebody that can do that. That's, But then now that makes me think, okay, I know I'm still, okay, I was going to say, well, I'll just say right now. That makes me think more of like, Takemichi, like how the hell did he get the time leaping ability? You feel me? Because I know I haven't seen exactly what happened with Shinshiro and this old man or nothing like that, but like if there's something there and that's how he got the time leaping ability or something, that's why I know how the fuck Takemichi did. Because I keep going back and forth with Takemichi and Shinshiro because I'm trying to see like how the hell did they do it? How did they become this? How did they do this and that? It's like, damn, it's interesting to think about. And then he really said, I can show you now. He pulled out some weird shit saying things like, if there's no trigger, I can't do it. Hold on, being able to turn back the clock, ain't that a time leaper? If you really are a time leaper, you wouldn't have been homeless, would you? There's no way. Oi, huh? That story of yours, tell me more about it. Hey, come on, you're just telling drunk stories, Shin. But they were just telling drunk stories, Shin. What's up with you? Tell me where that time leaper is. So he beat their ass and shit. He said, tell me where he is, man. God damn, he fucked them up. After losing his beloved Mikey, Shinshiro goes mad, clinging onto the time leaper. Onto this time leaper. Interesting. It's an old man that's doing this too. And now this gives more context to why Wakaza knew, because he was the one that told Mikey the whole time leaping thing and all that. And he wasn't, it seemed like Wakaza never was like, now that I think about it, it didn't seem like he was really too, well, he wasn't happy about it. Because I guess he knew exactly what happened because he's right there right now and stuff like that. Because when we seen when Mikey said that he had found out, Wakaza looked kind of like, his face looked kind of like dull, like, so that's interesting. But this old man and then a trigger, like, what is this? It's like, what kind of, like, what's the magic here? What's the magic? Or is it technology? Probably not. I don't know. We don't know, man. And that's interesting that the dude was like, if you really are a time leaper, you wouldn't have been homeless, would you? Like, like, if you're a time leaper, you have, like, I think the old man must have made a lot of mistakes. Because if that person is saying that, like, you're a homeless guy and all this stuff, it's like, it seems like he always goes back and time leaps and time leaps and time leaps, and to the point where it's like he messes shit up and he ends up in that situation. That's probably why Wakui put that there, like he's a homeless, in this timeline, so he has to do it again. I can show you how to time leap. I just need a trigger. Like, I want to know how the triggers work, like, actually, and why exactly does this person have this ability. So now it's 3 people I want to know that has the ability. Obviously, once we learn it from him, we'll learn that Shinshiro, easy. Those 2 we'll learn about with the old man and Shinshiro. But then Takemichi, that's the part where I'm like, how the fuck did he get it? Like, why is Naoto the trigger? Why is Naoto the trigger? And why did Takamichi have the ability to even do that? You know, his was during death. Shinjiro's looked like he didn't start time leaping from death. Like, he didn't die and then that happened. He lived, and then he died in a timeline where we seen that he technically probably would have fixed everything. Then he died in that timeline, which is why he's not here in any other timelines in the future. So this series, man, it's getting good. It's getting really, really good again. Like, this is the shit I really liked about the series. Like, you can tell that Wakui is really in his bag, just doing his thing. You feel me? I really rock with that heavily. Yeah, man, that's all I pretty much have for this video. Let me know down below how you guys felt about this chapter, any predictions for the next chapter or chapters, how the time leaping ability works, how all this stuff works, and also if I got anything like mixed up, like I said in every video, if you heard me say something early on in the video or whatever at any point in the video, if you could clear it up for me, if I didn't get it yet, you know, I'll tell you guys that always all videos, because I'm reacting, so it's kind of hard to understand things, because you don't want the video to like drag out too long where you're trying to like contemplate and all that. So yeah, I gotta sit on it a bit usually for anything that I read, but dope chapter. I'm giving this chapter, it piqued my interest. This chapter gets an 8.5 out of 10 for me. It's piqued my interest a lot, even more. And seeing Mikey like that is just crazy, man. That might end up being a thumbnail, because that's a crazy thumbnail to put. I might do that though. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys all in the next video. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys all in the next one. Peace.